Kannathil Muthamittal is a story of relationships. The relationships parents have with their children, the relationships we develop with our motherland, and the sacrifices we are willing to make to save the ones we hold close to our heart. Although this film depicts the life of Sri Lankan war refugees fleeing to save their lives, the film isn't a war film and sort of stays neutral. It leaves you hanging in between to ponder the many questions you ask yourself when you're done watching this film. Our story begins when a young child is adopted at a refugee camp by Thiru and Indira, played by R. Madhavan and Simran. They named this child Amuda. Amuda, who is now loved by her parents, and it also seems that she is the center of attention. An entire song is used to familiarize the audience with Amuda's character, which reflects the spirit of a real mother who left her at the refugee camp and returned to Sri Lanka to join the Tamilian freedom struggle. On Amuda's 9th birthday, the adopted parents revealed the truth about her adoption to Amuda. You can see the emotions on Amuda's face when she finds the truth. Her world revolved around her parents, and now her world has turned upside down. With her strong character, Amuda decides to look for her mother. She inquires about her mother but doesn't get the right answer. She even visits the adoption center on her own to get some information on where she came from. Her adopted mother feels the pain of her daughter. She's also afraid to lose her to the real mother. The father promises Amuda that he will take her to Sri Lanka to find her real mother Shama, played by Nandita. Shama, who now leads the resistance against the Sri Lankan army, is a hard person to reach. Upon arrival in Sri Lanka, Amuda feels a sense of belonging. The universal emotion of wanting to be part of a group where you are no longer different is highlighted through Amuda's interest in her surroundings. It seems like she feels at home here. The visit to Sri Lanka also reveals the chaos of war this film wanted its audience to feel ever since the very beginning. This echoed the same chaos Amuda felt inside her 9-year-old body when she found the truth about her adoption. Her entire world was blown into pieces after finding out the truth. As Amuda travels across Sri Lanka with her adopted parents, exploring the many places this war has touched, the director Mani Ratnam tries to paint a picture of what this war has been for the people affected by it. We also get a glimpse of what may have been the fate of Amuda if she were born in Sri Lanka. The child soldiers we saw were the unfortunate collateral of the war and a reminder of how culture and generations are destroyed by wars across the globe. Instead of a pen and paper, these children are now holding AK-47 in their hands and defending their place. Through lots of trials and errors, Amuda finally gets to meet her mother Shama. This scene is a real tearjerker. This scene depicts the theme of this film so well that you can't help but reach out for a box of tissue and allow the characters to take you on an emotional roller coaster we signed up for. The child actor Keerthana brings out the emotions of a child longing for the love of a real mother. Nandita Das's character with a hard exterior breaks into pieces as she tries to answer the many questions her 9-year-old daughter has for her. The film ends here and you are left to ponder over the many questions this film raised. The film isn't taking side, rather it's letting you decide how this world you just experienced could have been different without a war. How all these characters could have been if there wasn't a hint of war in the region. Through Kannathil Muthamittal, Mani Ratnam has painted a picture of war-torn country. There may have been a lot of things this film wanted to convey but couldn't. Although the film runtime is 2 hours, I felt the film was rushed. The editing choice, the sequences, it isn't a boring film, do not get me wrong. It keeps you hooked and entertained till the very end. There's something missing. The film had so much more to give its audience. I also feel that the plot of this film can be a good fit for a web series with multiple episodes where we explore many characters and their ideologies, in-depth understanding of their motivation for who they are. In my opinion, this film didn't spend enough time to do that. The cinematography done by Ravi Chandran gives this film a distinct visual language from all the other films of its time. The music of A. Rahman lets you ride the emotional roller coaster of this film with a lot of clarity, and make sure you have a box of tissue with you when you do that. If you have not watched this film yet, I highly recommend that you spend some time and watch this film. Let me know what you thought of this film. Also, what other films I should do a breakdown and a review of in the comment section. I'll see you in the next one. Take good care of yourself. Adios. Bye-bye.